North Korea responds to Trump's controversial statements. North Korea's KCNA news agency on February 12 published a commentary criticizing a series of recent controversial statements by US President Donald Trump, including his shocking proposal on the Gaza Strip. According to Reuters, the KCNA article said that the Palestinians' fragile hope for safety and peace was being extinguished by the US president's proposal, but did not mention Trump by name. The world is now boiling like a pot of porridge over the US's shocking announcement, the KCNA article said. According to South Korea's Yonhap news agency, Pyongyang said that the US's hegemonic ambitions were clearly demonstrated through the proposal on the Gaza Strip. KCNA also accused the US administration of disregarding international law and principles, citing Trump's proposal to annex Greenland, his demand to take back the Panama Canal, and his recent renaming of the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. This is not a problem limited to the Gaza Strip, KCNA said. The North Korean news agency said the era of unipolarity, the era in which the United States was the sole superpower, was over and called on Washington to wake up from its outdated illusions and immediately stop violating the sovereignty of other countries. The United States has not commented on the KCNA post. According to Reuters, Trump held an unprecedented summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un during his first term and praised their personal relationship. The US president recently said he would continue to communicate with Kim, although North Korean media has so far largely refrained from commenting on Trump's second term, while continuing to criticize what Pyongyang sees as a serious security threat posed by Washington and its allies. In new news, President Donald Trump adds weapons to billionaire Elon Musk's agency. US President Donald Trump's new executive order requires agency heads to cut workforces across the board with some exceptions. According to The Guardian, through a new executive order on February 11, US President Donald Trump has given billionaire Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, more control over the federal government. The new order, called Implementing the DOGE Workforce Optimization Initiative, states that the goal is to restore accountability to the American public, requiring agency heads to cooperate with DOGE in cutting workforces. This order begins a major transformation of the federal bureaucracy by eliminating waste, bloat and segregation. The order states, agency heads are told to implement broad-based cuts and identify which parts of the agency, or the agency itself, can be eliminated or combined because their functions are not required by law. The document also states that agencies should not hire more than one employee for every 4 employees leaving federal service, and will not fill any vacancy that the DOGE chief judges should not be filled. There will be exceptions for military personnel and agencies involved in immigration, law enforcement, and public safety. Mr. Trump said the actions will empower families, workers, taxpayers, and our system of government itself. Mr. Trump and Mr. Musk are encouraging federal employees to resign in exchange for financial incentives. Although a judge is currently reviewing the legality of the orders, the people voted for big government reform and that's what they're going to get. That's what democracy is all about, Musk said. Musk also described himself as an open book despite criticism for his lack of transparency in reshaping the federal government. The billionaire said that American taxpayers' money should be spent wisely on things that matter. Earlier this week, the Trump administration also tried to cut billions of dollars in funding for medical research, before being blocked by a judge days later.